we can fix some of these things and come to the other side. But we have to start trusting and communicating with one another. And that's the hardest thing to do, brother. I told you about my situation that happened to me today. You know what I mean? With a business situation. You know, that's a bad customer move. You dig what I'm saying? By the way that cat reacted, that's not customer service. That's not understanding your customer. That's all I want is a commission. All I want is your money. I don't really care about you. So when we deal with each other, we got to start caring about each other, dealing with each other. And then now other people will see failure is not an option because them people didn't even give up on themselves. As hard as it was, they did not give up on one another.
Right. And that's true, man. So true. That's why I say, brother, it's so many different aspects of the challenges that we face with each other. And a lot of times we don't never create that atmosphere or that space for us to sit down and open up to each other and talk. Like I'm gonna speak about with the sexual aspect of it, right? You got some brothers out here that may have erectile dysfunction, or may suffer from different issues, right? So, and then these sisters are not mindful that the man operates off of his ego. He operates off his ego and his intelligence. And if this brother is suffering from these type of things, you can't crush his ego by making him feel like he's doing nothing. And even though that may be the case, but what the sisters, what y'all doing is when you have someone in your life like that and going through that, and you're not being satisfied, you got to be careful. You got to be careful how you approach that situation. You got to be delicate with it because you can crush the ego to the point to where the men can actually start to where they not even care, right? And this is why diseases are so rampant in black neighborhoods because these brothers, with these erectile dysfunction, taking all these the hormone stuff that's in our food, it's killing brothers. A lot of brothers have been incarcerated, drinking the stuff, the water down there. Some of the juices down there just got saccharin and all this different type of stuff in it, man. It's designed to kill your nature. And when some of these brothers get out, bro, these brothers are having issues. And some of these sisters not understanding what's going on with them, and they are crushing them. And then what happens is, in return is, the brother not going to try to use protection because he feel like he ain't got but one time to try to get that thing right. You know what I mean? Yep. But when that happens, might be the time that he don't contract the disease. Then he don't even want to protect himself because he don't want his ego crash. And the sister don't lash out on it. So what they end up doing, just constantly having sex without protection, just giving the diseases away, all because we haven't created the space and the atmosphere for us to sit down and talk about these things without feeling like you are less or you are more. We got to get away from that. We got to get away from that because as we get older in society, some of these problems are going to occur for some. Some, it may not, but it doesn't make them no more or no less than a man. So to the sisters, y'all have to be mindful of these things. You could have the best man in the world and not even realize how you treat him. You're making them deteriorate from the inside, and you don't even realize it. So we have to be mindful, and us men too, we have to be mindful. We got to be mindful that these sisters been through a lot. Their expectations are real high because they're looking at us for the standard of men. They're not really paying attention to how long we've been crippled and paralyzed. They're not concerned about that. They want results, and they want it right then. Mm-hmm. And we're not listening to produce that right now. That's what we're trying to do with these shows and plant these seeds to get everybody on one accord so that we can move forward. Because this country is not in the state that it's in because certain individuals work as individuals and achieve stuff. No, they work as a unit. They work as one unit. And this is what you get out of it, a power structure. And it seems like sometimes like we're not defeated. You can challenge it all day long. You can challenge it, and that's what we're going to do. And that's why the brother's saying, like, failure is not an option. We got to keep pushing at it. Because we got to have some sort of equal playing field. And right now, we're at the bottom of the barrel. We're the strongest thing walking the planet. You know what I mean? We dominate everything, yet we're at the bottom of the food chain. Something's wrong with that picture.
Yeah, it is, man. And because we dominate all the bad numbers. And I see why though sometimes though, man, when you start dealing with like different people in different industries and different levels on different scales, I do see it, brother. You know what I mean? I see the distrust, man. I'll reach out, like somebody shoot me an inbox or something, man. You know, hey, what's going on with this? Hey, how you doing? Whatever. Hey, I got this XYZ thing. You know, I'd like you to support or go like my fan page or whatever. All right, cool, man. Like your fan page, whatever. Hey, man, check this out, man. I do a podcast, man. You want to jump on and promote your product? You know, let me know, man. We can set something up. It's all good. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Man. Nothing, bro.
Now,
and you know,
come to me, support my product, support my business. Come support me. Come on, support. And I'm all about that. It's all cool. But one thing I am about also is reciprocity. You dig? Right. So it has to be some of that, brother. If it's not, then what's the point? Because you said they're asking me to give, and nobody's willing to give back. Eventually, that's going to run dry. You know, go ahead, man.
Right. No, you're right, bro. You're right. And I want to say this too, man. It's a difference with Brandon not being in here because it gives us all an opportunity to think about what it is that we're saying, where we can, you know, make sure we get these points across. And I want to say this to that too, that in the struggle, man, when we look back in the 50s and the 60s, the reason that struggle was like it was because some brothers knew who the enemy was, they knew who they were dealing with, and they was afflicted physically with pain. And that bonded them. That bonded them together. But what's happening now is we are being controlled mentally. We're just not experiencing some of the physical abuses the way we did at one point in time. And the freedom and the freedoms for some is a lot greater than others. So what it does is it's gonna relax everybody. Some choose to fight that fight, and some like, well, no, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Well, back then they engaged because there was no other option left. Like, because they wouldn't being respected. They was walking through the back of the building. You know, every day you was going to be reminded of who you were and what you was expected to do every single day. So, and what it did, it pushed that fight. It made them brothers want to fight back. It made them want to fight back. But now, just let us do anything we want to do, and that's exactly what we do. We do what we want to do instead of doing what we need to do. But back then, we was doing what we needed to do instead of doing what we want to do, and this is the result of it.
Yeah, lackadaisical, I guess, if you will. And it can be fixed, though. It can be changed, but like you said, though, it's going to take a lot of work because we got over 400 years, you know, just these issues and these things, you know, even more than that. So there's so many levels to this thing. So it's going to take a concerted effort. And again, little by little, then little grows big, right? You know, seed is plant this seed, you know, plant that seed over there. Eventually, in due time, those seeds will yield a harvest. So we just have to continue to be about it and stay to connect with other people that's about it rather than just okay with having a conversation about being about it. So that's the important part about, I always say it, effective networking. You know, networking and aligning up with people that actually are about what they say they're about, right? Actually do what they say they're going to do, because that's going to be the key to business right now. I say this before and I say this again. That's going to be the key to business. Do what you say you're going to do, because what I'm running into is so many people do not do what they say they're going to do. And it's okay. That's just how some people are. It's okay. You know, and some people may probably come say, hey, well, you know what? Shelton didn't do this. Shelton didn't do that. So I'm not exempt from those things. But I just say, if you say you're going to do something, then try your best to do it. Try your best to be a person of integrity as much as you can. Again, I'm not saying we're perfect. I'm not savvy or brilliant enough to say what we all are. Right? I'm just simply saying that effort means a lot. Effort means a whole lot.
Right? And then in the Quran it says that the Quran teaches us that it says Allah said He won't change the conditions of a people until they change what's within themselves. And that is to say that until we actually start looking at our individual selves, until that change comes back within, you will not see that change on the outside. You won't see it until it starts. It starts within. You know, Jesus said when you take up on that new man, you got to put that old man down. You got to leave him alone. And most of us suffer from that because what? It's peer pressure. We don't want to be seen as that upright person because being upright is being scorned, right? And this is what pushes us away from wanting to be intelligent. Everybody want to be thug. Everybody want to be hard. Everybody want to be gangsters. Everybody want to be this and everybody want to be that. Why? Because they made the upright guy and the decent guy, they made him into something that's undesirable. Don't nobody want to be undesirable. So we take these pseudo images, these pseudo names, and we masquerade around as if like they're actually something. And then in all reality, we're not doing nothing. So I would want to say this for all the listeners out there, man. If y'all know any males, men or women out there, and y'all see them every day, they trying to do something to give back or help our situation. Take 5 seconds, 2 minutes, 10 minutes out the day and just salute them. Tell them we see what you're doing and we appreciate it. But to go by them and not say nothing, when you know you're not doing anything, it's pitiful for us to be like that. We got to get away from that. If we don't lift each other, nobody else is going to do that. Nobody else. And Jeff, you said a long time ago, man, if you got 4 bad tires on that car, but you got one of them that's going to pop at any minute, that's the one you're supposed to fix first. Well, that bad pop, for real, that bad tire is us. We already see ain't nobody they plan on changing this tire. So we got to do it.
We have to do it.
We have to do
it. We have to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a must. It's not like I think so. Just look around. It is a must that we do these things, man. And again, I salute and commend anybody and everybody getting outside of their self to care, because it is hard work and you are misunderstood. Most often you are misunderstood and you are misused and abused because, again, a lot of people want to coach from the sidelines. A lot of people want to save stuff from the sidelines without understanding what everything is about. We gotta stop being so quick to give our opinion without really knowing what the facts are, no matter who we are. You know, again, when a person quits, when a person gets tired, we don't know how long they've been running. We just meet them where they are and let them know, no, you're not going to fail. You're not going to quit. You're not going to give up. Let's go. How can I help you? Not from where I want you to be, where you are right now. Where are you right now? And that's what we got to understand, man. And got to go from there with the things, man. It's just necessary, man. It's just necessary, brother. I don't know, man. It's just I got yeah.
Yeah, it's good, bro. It's good, man. I was just want to say, you know, and I want y'all to think about this, because for some of y'all, it might be like y'all might not understand it, but in time you will. Now, sometimes, you know, we have these high expectations of people, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with having high expectations. But the reality of it is, man, sometimes you have to lower your standards. Sometimes you have to lower your standards because everybody's not going to be on that level. Mm-hmm. Some of you might not understand it right now. Mm-hmm. And you feel like, why do I have to take a step down? No, sometimes you just have to lower your standards, because some of us, we feel like, well, we can't have a man or a woman that's not living like this or don't dress like this. You're going to miss out on your blessings. You're going to miss out on your blessings. Sometimes you got to take, instead of somebody pulling up in a bin that's going to appease you, it might have to be somebody just a little Honda Accord. You have to start taking these things into account, because everybody out here is not going to have that $200,000, $300,000 a year job. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody going to work on a trash truck, somebody going to work in the street, they going to do everything. But we can't ride by these individuals and act as if like they're nothing because they place of employment. We got to lower these standards, especially us African Americans. We already at the bottom of the barrel. So anybody that's out there that's willing to get up and take that first step forward to try to provide and maintain and protect, all praises be to Allah. Like, seriously, man, because you got some out here feeling like because they got all the money, they don't have to do nothing. You know what I mean? You got some of these D-boys out like that, man. They don't take no rocket scientists to sell no dope. You know what I mean? It does. But it take a man to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, every morning,